What's up? What's crack-a-lacking? What's crack-a-lacking? How's everybody doing? What is cracking? We got a great show tonight, man. I mean, a great show tonight. A great show tonight, man. There's so much going on in the stand. There's so much going on in the stand. Couch Merlot in the building. Laughing dog. Yeah, man, there's so much going on in the stand. So much going on. Listen, man. Listen, man. I don't know what to tell you, man. There's a lot going on, Jack. All right. A lot going on. You know what, Cheryl Thomas? The other night, I was very tired. I spent all weekend with my kids, didn't get any sleep. The previous 5 or 6 shows, I didn't fall asleep because I slept with my CPAP. Today, I slept with my CPAP. I took a nap with my CPAP. So, we should be good tonight. We should be good tonight. I got oxygen in my brain. I got oxygen in my brain tonight, Cheryl. Are you going to support tonight's show? Are you going to sponsor tonight's show, Cheryl? Are you going to help sponsor tonight's show? Huh? Are y'all going to help? Are you going to help sponsor tonight's show? Ever since I created the website, no one supports. Very few people support the channel anymore. Very few people support the channel anymore. Ever since I started my website, and gave an alternative to YouTube. So it's not, you know what I mean? You got that. Then you got that. So you got that. All right. This channel is not like other channels. We ain't going live for 3-4 hours getting paid hundreds of dollars for YouTube to get to go live. We get nothing for going live. We get nothing. Okay? We get nothing for going live. Okay. Salute to you, Port Cheryl. But yeah, you asked me a question, I asked you a question. So let's go. What's this?
Well, there is outrage in South Deering tonight. A mother and child beaten on the way home from school.
The attack was caught on cell phone video and has sparked demands for immediate action. Casey Cronus is live at Chicago Police Headquarters with the latest. Casey.
That's right. And community members, as you mentioned, they want answers. Now, Mayor Brandon Johnson and other elected officials tonight are condemning the attack as well, calling it deeply disturbing. And we need to warn you, it is heartbreaking to watch this video. It happened yesterday, shortly after school dismissal, and we have blurred and frozen the video before things escalate. Chicago police are now investigating after a 33-year-old mother named Korshonda and her 9-year-old son were viciously attacked near 106th and Bensley. Her young daughter was also there. The terrifying incident unfolded just a couple blocks away from Orville Bright Elementary School, where the boy is a student. Korshonda says they were walking home when a group of kids began following them, then started punching and kicking the mother and son.
They fought my son, hit my son first, all in his face. Then they dragged me in the grass and pulled my little baby hair. I'm trying to get justice for my son. I'm thankful for everybody that came out here today to support me.
Community members rallied outside the school today with the boys' parents calling for justice. Korshonda says her son has been bullied at Bright and claims the administration isn't doing enough to protect him.
This is Black history right here, y'all. Blacks never protest when a black person is the culprit. Have y'all ever seen black people protest when a black person is the culprit? This is very rare, man. Very, very rare. See black people protest when a black person is the culprit, the suspect. I've been following this all day, from a distance. It's big. It was big on Twitter, on X, probably Facebook too, but I was watching it on X. I saw the actual attack. It reminds me, my sister called me the other day, right? She lives in D.C., Southeast D.C., right? And she was like, yeah, some girls came by the house to fight your niece. And I was like, damn, for real? And she was like, yeah, she let her go outside and fight the girls. Fight the girl. And then she said the little girls was, because these like 15, 16-year-old girls. These girls was cussing her out and talking shit to her too. And that happens in the hood often. A mob of girls will show up to your house. Usually with dudes, it'll drive by, they'll drive by and shoot up your house. But with girls in the hood, it's extremely common. If you have a teenage female in your house, it's extremely common for a group of girls to come, and I mean a group like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 girls to come by your house, stand out front of your house, and demand that the girl come outside and fight. That's very common. This is not. So what happened here to this mother and her son, with the kids demanding to fight the son, and then attacking the son and attacking the mother? This is that going left, but this is very common at least where I'm from. It's very common. Shout out to Gauch Malo. You know what, man? Gauch Malo is in the building. It'd be nice to see like 20 people take this $5 challenge tonight, man. That would be very nice. Can we get 20? Can we knock it down one at a time? It ain't hard. It ain't hard. Listen, let me tell you something. It ain't hard to get 20 people to take the $5 challenge. At least $5. At least $5. It's not hard. All it takes is one by one, man. One by one. Step by step. Ooh, baby. Step by step. Ooh, baby. I wanna get into your world. Step by step. Okay? Let's see if we can get 20 super chats. We're gonna set the goal right there. Let's do an hour, man. Let's see if we get 20 super chats. And then when we get 20 super chats, when we get 20 super chats, that's when I'll drop the link. I'll drop the link when we get 20. Let's see if we can get 20. Let's see if we can get 20. Let's start the goal, man. All it takes is one person at a time. We got Gouch Malo on the board. Gouch Malo on the board. Here's something for the hopeful future. Diddy's release date has been delayed by about 1 month. No doubt to libation preference in the slam. Oh, the drinking, the wine, the toilet wine, whatever they call it, toilet brew. Yeah, this is interesting though. This story. Shout out to Diddy, man. Diddy in there doing that time, man. Diddy and Suge, man. Both of them in the joint, man. Ain't that a bitch? Diddy and Suge been locked up, but oh man. Step by step. Ooh, baby. I wanna get into you, girl. So we had massive 10 to 20 son brawls. Yeah, man. This is very common behavior for sons, man. Let's start it from the top, man. Let's start it like this, son, man.
Well, there is outrage in South Deering tonight. A mother and child beaten on the way home from school.
The attack was caught on cell phone video and has sparked demands for immediate action. Casey Cronus is live at Chicago Police headquarters with the latest. Casey.
That's right. And community members, as you mentioned, they want answers. Now, Mayor Brandon Johnson and other elected officials tonight are condemning the attack as well, calling it deeply disturbing. And we need to warn you, it is heartbreaking to watch this video. It happened yesterday, shortly after school dismissal, and we have blurred and frozen the video before things escalate. Chicago police are now investigating after a 33-year-old mother named Korshonda and her 9-year-old son were viciously attacked near 106th and Bensley. Her young daughter was also there. The terrifying incident unfolded just a couple blocks away from Orville Bright Elementary School, where the boy is a student. Korshonda says they were walking home when a group of kids began following them, then started punching and kicking the mother and son.
They fought my son, hit my son first, all in his face. Then they dragged me in the grass and pulled my little baby hair. I'm trying to get justice for my son. I'm thankful for everybody that came out here today to support me.
Community members rallied outside the school today with the boys' parents calling for justice. Korshonda says her son has been bullied at Bright and claims the administration isn't doing enough to protect him. We have Chicago Public Schools' response, but first, a local rapper, Lil Zay Osama, is now coming forward to help. He says he wants to fly the mom and son to LA for dinner and Christmas shopping and has a message for other children listening.
It's just something that shouldn't be going on. Kids should be able to go to school and be comfortable walking home from school and at school learning, you know what I'm saying? Like, kids of that age should not be doing things like that, especially to an adult and to their peers that go to school with them. That's crazy. That shouldn't be happening in our community. We got to do.
That's so normal. That what happened to that woman is so normal. I will admit it went really far that time with the attack on the mother. But that happened. Even that happens. Even that happens. Even that happens from time to time. But some girls coming to your house, come outside now, and all that stuff to one of the females in your house, that's always happening, okay? Always happening. And this guy's a gangbanger too, so he knows. He's a gangbanger, straight up gangbanger. You know, he got a lot of clout in Chicago too. But he lives in LA now, which is smart. But yeah.
Better.
A CPS spokesperson tells us in part, we are horrified by the attack on this family, and we are working collaboratively with city departments and agencies to provide support to the victims. CPS is coordinating closely with the mayor's office, CPD, CHA, and other city departments to provide additional support to the family. In his statement, Mayor Brandon Johnson also said that we cannot normalize this type of behavior. There was an increased police presence near the school today. Reporting live outside CPD headquarters, Casey Cronus, Fox 32, Chicago.
This was this stuff is normal, man. This stuff is normal, man. Very, very normal.
Tonight, a school community outraged after students allegedly attack a mother walking her kids home from school. Extra security and more adults outside of Bright Elementary School as students left for the day.
That's two. Two down, man. Two down, 18 to go, man. Shout out to Muramasa, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. I'm really trying to get this done, man. Let's support the channel, man. Let's pick up the support for the channel, man. Let's make sure we support this channel. We're gonna go in tonight, man. Tonight's gonna be a great show, man. We got a lot going on. I mean, when I show you how much stuff is going on in Blackistan, man, you're gonna be like, God damn. You're gonna literally be like, God damn. And y'all are spoiled because we do 40 to 50 stories a night. But the depth of what's going on tonight in Blackistan is absolutely insane, man.
Today, this after an attack 24 hours earlier on a parent. City officials and CPS administrators were at the school most of the day.
It's horrifying, particularly for the young children, to know that they're going to have to live with that trauma for the rest of their lives.
The focal point here is how we support the family and the community, and we got to try to make sure things like this don't happen again.
Video shared tens of thousands of times on Facebook shows the attack. You see the woman being punched and eventually falling to the ground where the assault.
She's trying to protect her children, and a bunch of little fucking bastards are beating her ass. A bunch of little bastards are beating her ass. kicking her ass. This shit happens in Blackistan all the time, man. I'm here to tell you, I've been there, man. I remember one time, again, my sister, again, her. She was beefing with her baby daddy, other baby mother, and they get into it. The girl brought a bunch of dykes over there, like 5 dykes. And they came over there to fight her. The other baby mother and 5 dykes. So I had to come out there. I'm alerted to the situation going on. I come out there with a what I come out there? I came out there with I think it was a broom or a bat or something. I can't really remember. It was a stick, some kind of stick. And it was a dyke. This dyke pulled out a knife and was about to stab my sister. I was like, God damn. I was like, man, if you swing that knife, I'm gonna clobber you upside your head. That little dyke, because I'm 6'3", that little dyke was like 5'1" or some shit, right? And I had a big ass stick in my hand. She piped her ass all the way down immediately. You hear me? Immediately. That dyke piped her ass down immediately. I'd have hit a home run. I'd have hit a home run upside her head. She piped down immediately. She still had the knife in her hand, but she wasn't advancing. She stopped advancing. It's right on 8th and H, man. Right on 8th and H. Like 2005 or something, 2004. I want to say 2004. Yeah, I want to say 2004, 2003, one of them years, yeah. This shit happens, man. I'm telling you, I've been there, man. I've been there, man, so many times, man. I've been there, man. I've been here. I didn't even want to be the protector. I hated those situations. People coming to your residence trying to fight is not uncommon, man, in Blackistan, man. And I lived in Blackistan. I didn't live in the worst part of DC or even I didn't even live in one of the top, like, I mean, the area is pretty bad, but it's so many terrible places in DC. And it was just so much. You get presented with these situations. You're in the house playing video games. Back then, this was before internet and shit. We in the house playing video games. You hear a bunch of screaming and yelling. You look out the window, it's a bunch of dykes. They got fucking chains and shit, swinging chains and got knives and surrounding your sister. You're like, oh, fuck. That shit is a blower, man. You don't want to go out there. You don't want that. I had another incident with my neighbor. My neighbor, Cindy. Shout out to Cindy, man. Nice woman. She had 8 kids. Now, Cindy had 8 kids. Okay? 8 kids. Section 8, right? Lived in the duplex next door, right? Right? This shows you how much problems, why I had so many problems. My sister and her kids live at the bottom duplex. At the top duplex. Cindy and her kids, they live at the bottom. Cindy and her kids live at the top duplex. And that's right next to where I lived when I lived in the room house, the boarding house. The amount of drama I had between Sydney and her 8 kids, ages like 14 to like 2. One day, Cindy and her kids get into a fight. for some people like around the corner from this street that like, got a lot of, guys over there, right? A lot of them guys and a lot of them girls over there. So me and my boys, we was rapping. We was trying to, doing our little rap thing. My homeboy had a keyboard. He would bring it over the crib and we would make beats and we would rap and shit. So I'm in there with a bunch of older guys. We all in our 30s and 40s at this time. 20s, late 20s and 30s, late 20s and 30s, late 20s and 30s. I hear a bunch of commotion outside. I look outside. The whole damn block from where these people from, I'm not going to say the name, but it's a few blocks away from where we was at. The whole damn block is in front of Cindy's house. I'm talking about niggas, like the niggas. I'm not talking about just the girls. The niggas. And I know these niggas. I'm like, oh, God. These niggas is like, they shoot people, they stab people and all that shit. And they at her door, and she got a gate. She had a big gate that you could close. You know how you got the little door? It's like a black gate door. You can lock it outside of your door, security door. Yeah, I think it's a security door. And the people banging on the door through the security door, banging on. And Cindy came down and was like, "Can y'all please leave?" Da, da, da. And one of the dudes, man, this nigga, like, he was like 20, 29 or something, OG. He grabbed Cindy's little daughter and like shook her. And her daughter, Cindy's daughter, I love Cindy's daughter. She was a very sweet little girl. And I'm standing on my porch across. I had just come outside and I'm seeing this grown ass man snatch this little girl up because apparently she had fought one of their cousins. So now they got to come around here and get back. I'm looking there and I'm looking at this grown ass man snatch this girl up. And I'm out there by myself. And they looking at me, and I caught eyes with the little girl. She caught eyes with me. She looked at me, and I'm like, oh, shit. I'm sitting right here. I'm out here by myself. It's like 20 of these motherfuckers, and they all horrible people when it comes to some shit like this, right? They all street motherfuckers, right? I'm like, oh, shit. I'm saying, I gotta say something. I'm in my internal head. I'm like, I gotta say something, man. I ain't say nothing, man. I bit the bullet. I punked out, man. And like 10 minutes later, 10 seconds later, maybe 10 seconds it was very soon after that. The niggas that was in my house rapping and shit, making the beats, they heard all the commotion. They came outside. They was like, yo, what the fuck going on? What's up, yo? Hey, man, leave them alone, man. What y'all doing, man? It started, you know what I'm saying, going, because these niggas, they OGs too, right? They was OGs too. They matched their energy, right? And they not from around there, so they don't have to see these people. They not from around there. They don't know these people. It's different when you know the people and you got to see the people all the time than when you just from somewhere else and you don't have to see the people all the time. So they came out the house and they seeing all these people, you know, harassing this little girl. And they came up, what the fuck? Hey, man, what the fuck y'all doing? And then people were like, oh shit, it was like, damn, like they wasn't expecting nobody. They just thought they was, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't expecting nobody to come out there and say nothing to them. They were taken aback. And that kind of like, but then they was talking shit back and forth, but that like gave it like a moment, a timeout for the girl could get away. But I felt bad, man, because I was like, damn, I ain't say nothing. I ain't do nothing. I let them just Like they was like pulling the girl hair, like ragdolling her and shit. And I was like, damn, I ain't say nothing, man. But the dudes, luckily the dudes that my homies that was in there is in my house, they was in there rapping. I didn't even go back in the house and get them. I was just shocked because when I came outside with so many people, it froze me. I froze up. So I ain't no hero. Every time you can't be no hero, man. Every time you can't be no hero, man. You can't be no hero. Sometimes you gonna punk out because niggas will kill you. Press 1. Niggas will kill you over some shit like that. Press 1. But good thing the niggas that was with me, they was thorough OGs and shit, and they was, 30s and 40s and shit. Probably 30s at that time, 30s, early 40s. And they from the street and shit. But yeah, man. I ain't been no hero, man. Fuck that. Don't get me wrong. I've been scared as shit. Dog, I've been scared as shit a lot of times in these situations. I already showed you the footage from the mass shooting that I was at in DC, Georgia Avenue at the Go-Go. That day I was scared too. I was scared, yo, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't always been no hero. I don't want to sit here and like tell, because I told the story about a couple times when I saved the day, but man, I was scared. These niggas are scary, man, especially when there's a lot of them and they from the street and you know they will kill you. That shit is, or you know what I'm saying? Well, you know niggas, even if they don't kill you that day, they'll hold a grudge, and now you gotta watch your back and shit. But yeah, I had to sit there and watch these grown men and grown women and little girls ragdoll this little girl that I seen every day that looked up to me and shit, because I was Big Mike from the neighborhood. The weed dealing, her mother come by every once in a while, be like, I ain't got no food. Can you buy my kids some crown chicken tonight? I had to sit there and watch that girl get ragdolled and I couldn't say, I couldn't find my voice. I couldn't say nothing. It was so much. It was so thick and so Africa. It was like, the best way to describe that scene was Africa as a verb. It was very Africa. Thank God I had some homies over there that night. And they ain't give a fuck. They ain't know these motherfuckers. They ain't got to see these motherfuckers every day. Very Africa. Salute to Bucking Bronco, man. He said one of the girls was homecoming queen and cheerleader. Yikes. One of the girls that committed this act of Africanness. Is that what you're talking about, Bucking Bronco? Salute to Roger Wood. He said the sun never sets in the stand. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm getting PTSD thinking about this scene right here because I've been there, man. I've been there. I've been where this lady been at. Not her. I've been her too. I told you about the times I got jumped. I've been her too. But I've been there when your family members when a bunch of girls just show up at the fucking house, or a bunch of niggas just show up at the house and they want to fight and they ain't gonna leave without a fight. I've been there, man. That shit common, Dad. Because I'm just thinking about the times I witnessed it. And I know so many people have been through this so many times.
Thousands of times on Facebook shows the attack. You see the woman being punched and eventually falling to the ground, where the assault turns even more violent. We've frozen the video here because it's too graphic after this point. We've also blurred the faces of the people involved because they're minors and no charges have been filed. Today, dozens of people came out to support the mom who allegedly reported to the school her son was being bullied for 2 years. Some parents at the school did not want to be on camera.
It's nothing new. This has been going on, and a lot of
You hear that? You hear that?
it's nothing new. This has been going on, and a lot of the parents need to be held accountable. Them kids need to be held accountable.
Mayor Johnson issued a statement saying, in part, we must redouble our efforts to teach our young people that violence is never an acceptable response. Our students and families should always feel safe on their way to and from school, and we must make the critical investments necessary to make that a reality in every part of our city.
It's an outrage, and I just feel like we got to do better as parents, maybe a community, maybe as a school, and this could have been prevented if the school would have helped out more, the principal would have stepped up.
Justice still need to be done. Something need to be done to the kids that jumped on them. Something.
All the incidents where I talked about where stuff like that happened, I never remember one person being held accountable by the legal system. Never one person. Okay? I don't even remember the police coming half the time. Because when the police come, they usually just disperse the crowd. But I remember so many times where the police didn't even come. It's just like a lawless Haitian village and shit.
Some type of justice.
Sources tell us some students will be questioned. However, investigators are using great sensitivity, we're told, because those to be questioned are minors. Meanwhile, CPS tells us they are working to support the victims of the attack, and city officials tell us they are working to try and find another location for this family to live. In the South Deering neighborhood, Leah.
We talking about, listen, so much of this violence that goes on in these black communities, man. When you see it on the news, it's like, that shit happen all the time, man. What you talking about, man? This shit common, man. This shit ain't nothing. But it is something, man. And I was proud of the black people for going out there, man, and protesting for these kids. Like, look at this story. Let me just show you this story. I want you to just think, man. Niggas really got smoked for a lot of shit, right? Look at this story right here.
Gun violence has absolutely shattered this family. The faith leader who we spoke to says he's already been helping this family navigate the grief process. And through it all, they lost a 12-year-old earlier this year. Now that 12-year-old, they are grieving the loss of her 15-year-old cousin. That's Robert Gunn Jr. celebrating his 8th grade graduation, his proud family cheering in the background. Over the summer, Gunn was baptized during a mobile baptismal event outside of Roseland's New Progressive Missionary Baptist Church.
By his own decision, decided to be baptized.
Donovan Price is an associate pastor with the church and advocate for those impacted by gun violence. It's where Pastor Price first met the 15-year-old and his family.
Good kid, great kid, and he was a low-key kid.
Chicago police say Gunn was shot and killed Saturday afternoon after he got into an altercation with someone near his home in the Roseland neighborhood. Earlier this year, in February, Gunn's 12-year-old cousin, Delilah Beatty, was shot and killed while inside a Calumet Heights home with friends. CPD initially called the shooting accidental. Now 2 sisters forever bonded in grief over the loss of their young.
Twin sisters lose their children to gun violence months apart. Think about that. Twin sisters lose kids to gun violence months apart. You know how they say twins do everything together? Twins do everything together. Wow. This the same city. The same city. This was going on in the same city at the same time. We talking about this big fight at this after this outside the school.
Children.
The moms are twins. This family was still grieving.
Now, nobody is in custody for the shooting death of Robert Gunn. The family has set up a GoFundMe to help with some of those funeral costs, and 2 people were taken into custody for the shooting death of Delilah. Reporting in the control.
So nobody in custody for the boy's death, but 2 people in custody for the girl's death. That's good. At least somebody's being held accountable, which is very rare, extremely rare.
Oh, we begin this afternoon with the mother of 2 young brothers shot in Newark over the weekend is talking about her.
Look at this shit. Little kids had nothing to do with it. Shout out to Deluxe 247, aka Cal Ripken, aka the real MVP, coming through once again. We down 7, man. We got 7. Let's try to get 13 more, man. 13 more people take the challenge, man. 13 more people take the challenge, man. Shout out to Bella Eden, man. Just re-upped my subscription with you this afternoon, and now another 5 bones. Get your paws off my purse strings. Love you, Op. Shout out to Bella Eden, man. Bella Eden, appreciate you, man. You guys make this channel run, man. Listen, man. One thing I know, man. One thing I know is that ain't nobody covering this shit on YouTube. I know that. There's people covering this shit on Twitter. There's people probably covering it on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? TikTok and shit like that. On YouTube, ain't nobody covering this shit. Press 1. And if they is, it's on some, man, put the guns down, man. Or we gotta do better type shit. Or the white man, see the white man making us do this, man. The white man, see, this is because of systematic institutional oppression. That's why we treat each other like this. The legacy of slavery got us treating each other like this. God damn, man. These niggas shot down the block at some niggas standing in front of the store. Killed a girl walking out the store, had nothing to do with it. Killed a 10-year-old boy, had nothing to do with it. Okay? Wait till you see this. Wait till you see what these niggas did. How far away the niggas was that they were shooting at. The niggas that they shooting at is far as hell away down the block, standing in front of a store. That woman, that young woman, she 21, just happened to be coming out of the store at this second. Just happened to be coming out of the store. This 10-year-old boy just happened to be coming out of the store at this second. Both dead on the spot. So much shit happened in Blackiston. You can't even be outraged about all of it. But at least they outraged about that one thing in Chicago. Because they usually ain't outraged about nothing.
Oh, we begin this afternoon with the mother of 2 young brothers shot in Newark over the weekend is talking about her heartbreak as police continue to search for the gunman.
I don't even know what my thoughts are. He's always a happy kid, happy to be around people.
And good afternoon to you. I'm Liz Chow.
I'm David Navarro. The gunfire resulted in 5 people shot on Chancellor Avenue. 2 of the victims died, including 10-year-old Jordan Garcia, who was walking home from a rec center at the time. His 11-year-old brother was also shot, but survived.
Their mother's
10 walking home from the rec center. Walking home from the rec center, bullet just smack you in the head. Because the way these niggas pulled up and started shooting, you don't even know what's happening. This little boy, where he was at compared to where the shooters was, he didn't know what was happening. A bullet just hit him and he died. And let me tell you something, this ain't nothing. This ain't nothing. This ain't nothing compared to what's been going on in Blackiston, man. Today, in the last few days.
spoke with New Jersey reporter Anthony Johnson, who's live in Newark this afternoon with much more. Anthony.
Yeah, we know that police here in Newark, New Jersey, and authorities in Essex County and the prosecutor's office are working very hard to try to bring this case to a close. But so far, they have not made any announcement about possible arrest. But as you said, we did get a chance to talk to the youngest victim's mother. The entire family is still trying to come to grips with this tragedy.
I don't even know what my thoughts are.
Jordan Garcia's death has left his family devastated. The 10-year-old gunned down when a pair of suspects began firing into a crowd standing on the sidewalk on Chancellor Avenue. The child's mother.
Look at how far the shooters are. You can't even see them. You can't even see these motherfuckers. You can't even see them. That's how far away they are. Here's the group that they shooting at. And this is normal behavior. This happens all the time. Bucking Bronco says, I just carry a book in the stand. Some words are terrified of books and job applications too. Yeah, that's true. That might help you from a one-on-one confrontation, but it ain't going to save you from this. Press 1. Jeez. Salute to Jimmy Fields Productions. He said, hey, your Epstein coverage was on fire last night. Yeah, I recommend it. I highly recommend it. I got to cut that up tonight, too, and post that tomorrow, man. I highly recommend that, man. If you didn't see the Epstein show last night, man, make sure you check that out, man. Go check that out when you get a chance, man. I was in the zone last night, man. I had to, I just had to give it to you real, man. Listen, man, I ain't go through all that shit for nothing to come on YouTube. That's everything that I seen and been through compared to what my life could have been if I would have just listened to my fucking parents and shit and listened to my counselors and shit and listened to my mentors. I could have been way better off in life. But I wanted to be a knucklehead. And listen, that insight from being a knucklehead is paying off now. It's paying off now. So at least all the years of me being a fucking degenerate knucklehead, at least I can use it here on this channel to break down these videos, man. I swear, man, life could have been way easier, man, if I'd have just fucking listened to my parents and my fucking mentors and my, you know what I'm saying, girls too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Listen to them and fucking not been a fucking jackass. But hey, you live and you learn, man. C'est la vie, man.
Is still drawn into a crowd standing on the sidewalk on Chancellor Avenue. The child's mother is still trying to process the tragedy, but recalls the joy Jordan brought to life.
Jordan, my silly boy, a pure soul.
This woman, thing about this woman, her son, she was in the house. She got a call. Hey, man, you need to come down here because your kid's under a sheet on the street. You got a sheet over your kid on the street. You need to come down here to such and such street near the liquor store or near this corner store and identify this boy. We're going to pull the sheet up and you get to tell us if it's him. I mean, man, what? And then listen, this woman is never going to be the same, man. What she going through right now at this moment, we're the NBA player. Listen, think about that, man. Just think about it, man. The rapper in Chicago is going to fly the mother who got her ass kicked by those kids out to LA and her kids so they can go Christmas shopping. He going to fly them out to LA, probably give them a nice weekend, go Christmas shopping, probably take them to restaurant, show them around town and shit like that, give them a nice weekend and then send them back to Chicago, which is a very nice gesture. This woman's not going to get nothing because it happens so much in Blackistan every day. These celebrities that go broke if they did that shit for every fucking mother that had this story, had a tragedy.
Always happy. My son don't get mad. Like, he's always a happy kid, happy to be around people.
The family is trying to keep their emotions together, but it has been a struggle for Jordan's 5 other siblings, including his 11-year-old brother, who was also shot at 7 p.m. Saturday night.
She could have lost both her 11 and 10-year-old. That's probably what's keeping her together. The fact that she got one son in the hospital who's fighting for his life, so she got to hold it together. She can't break down about the son that died because she got an 11-year-old full of bullets in the hospital fighting for his life. She don't have time to be sobbing and crying and carrying on. Shout out to Anthony Madison. Big love from Australia, man. We get big love from Australia, UK. It's so amazing, man. So amazing, amazing. Big love overseas, man. Shout out.
Schools. And I am grateful for them. And I'm also grateful to the community. They always asking for my babies. My baby come looking for them.
The other victim that was shot and killed was 21-year-old Kaya Mae Scott. She left behind a 3-year-old son. The 3 other injured.
That little boy like, where mommy? First they gonna lie to him. I'm telling you. First they gonna lie to him. First they gonna be like, mommy gonna be back, right? They gonna lie to him. Then they gonna have to realize. Then he gonna keep asking for his mother. He's never gonna stop asking. It's not like you're gonna say, well, don't worry, she'll be back soon. And he gonna be like, all right. Nah, he gonna keep asking. Where my mommy? Where my mommy? Where mommy? Where mommy? Where mommy? Where mommy? And they're gonna have to find a way to tell him, hey man, mommy's in heaven. And he 3 years old. He's like, what the fuck is heaven? What the fuck are you talking about? Where my mommy at? Mommy's in heaven. Mommy's in the sky. She's with mommy's with the whatever the fuck they're gonna tell him, right? And he ain't gonna understand that shit. But guess what? He gotta still go to school. He gotta still get up in the morning and dressed and shit and go to school and do his homework, and life don't stop. Life do not stop. Life do not stop, man. He probably gonna have to live with another relative. Hopefully he don't go to foster care. Hopefully another relative take him in, which probably gonna happen, the grandmother or sister or whatever. He's gonna have a new room. He's gonna live in a new place. And when he get older, he'll understand what happened to his mother. When he get much older, he'll understand what happened to his mother. When he start understanding what death is and shit like that, he'll understand, okay, that's what happened to my mother. And this happens every day, all the time in Blackistan. And niggas is worried about fucking Shador Sanders and shit. Niggas is worried about what some white man. Niggas is worried about ICE. Niggas is worried about ICE. Oh, this illegal guy. They was rough with this illegal today when they caught this illegal fucking pedophile and they jacked him up. Niggas is worried about shit like that. ICE. And this is their reality. That's why black fatigue was such a good thing, man. Black people deserve black fatigue, man. Because we've been running the con game on the world for a long time. We've been running the con game on the world for a long time. This is Black America. This is Black America right here. We've been running a serious con game that we've been some victims and shit, and the Ku Klux Klan chasing them around with pitchforks and torches. No, this is Black America.
for my babies. My baby come looking for them.
The other victim that was shot and killed was 21-year-old Kaya Mae Scott. She left behind a 3-year-old son. The 3 other injured victims are recovering. This mass shooting was highlighted this morning during a service for peace and
I want to show you something, right? So these the niggas that was the targets, right? These the niggas that probably shot at them niggas, right? These the niggas that probably shot at them niggas last night. The niggas who came through shooting, these are the niggas that probably shot at them last night. Press 1. Or these are the niggas that been probably talking shit on the internet to them niggas. Or rapping about them niggas. Or, you know what I mean? Some shit over a girl with them niggas. Or whatever the fuck, right? These are the niggas, right? The little boy who was walking home from the fucking rec center in a brother, he gets killed. The girl walking out of the store, she gets killed. All these niggas are in the hospital recovering. Ain't that a bitch? Press 1. Ain't that about a bitch?
killed was 21-year-old Kaya Mae Scott. She left behind a 3-year-old son. The 3 other injured victims are recovering. This mass shooting was highlighted this morning during a service for peace and nonviolence at the Basilica of the Sacred Heart.
5 individuals were shot at one corner on Saturday night here in Newark. It was an indiscriminate massacre, if you will, one which we have not seen in a long time.
The head of Newark Schools says anytime something happens to one of its students, it hurts the entire school community.
The heartbreak felt across the Newark Public Schools community and throughout the city of Newark because of the senseless shooting Saturday evening cannot be expressed in words.
Grief counselors have been at the school both yesterday and today. Now, this evening at 5 p.m., there is going to be a balloon vigil to remember young Jordan here in Vailsburg Park. The entire family does plan to attend. That is the latest live from Newark, New Jersey. Anthony Johnson, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
We 9 down, man. We need 11 more, man. Make sure you support the channel. We need 11 people to sponsor the show, man. Salute to everybody who sponsored the show so far, man. Take the challenge, man. Support the channel, man. We're trying to get 20 people to sponsor the show, man. We got 9 down already, man. 9 people in the building, man. Salute to every one of you guys, man.
Police may be one step closer to capturing those responsible for a shooting in Newark that left 2 people dead, including a 10-year-old.
Family and friends.
Think about it, right? Nobody can go find them niggas, right? The community know. I already know. I've been around. People know, oh, man, that's them niggas from such and such. That's them niggas from the Ave. That's them niggas from down bottom. That's them niggas from the breezeway. Man, oh, that was them niggas from such and such park. That was them niggas from, you know, such and such courts. Everybody know who them niggas was did it. Because they know who the rivals, who beefing with them niggas. The niggas who got shot know who they beefing with. The people in the neighborhood know who the niggas that in the neighborhood are beefing with. So people know who did that shit just off of the strength of that. Not even off no seeing it or ID. They just know who they beefing with. Or the niggas like, yeah, man, we got into it with some niggas and da da da. They know who, you know, everybody know who did it, right? Basically, what crew did it. Maybe not exactly who did it, but what crew did it or what neighborhood did that shooting, right? The police got to go and find out who did that shit without any cooperation. without any cooperation from the community. The police got to go find these niggas. You know why? Because the family is demanding answers. The family's demanding justice. The nigga families are demanding justice. But the nigga community don't want to fucking help the police solve it. The nigga community ain't going to help the police solve it. They just going to demand justice. And the way these police been treated by this black community, they got to go out there and find these fucking psychopaths. Them niggas that did that shit wouldn't hesitate to shoot at some cops to get away if they get cornered or if they get, in a car chase. They wouldn't hesitate to shoot at some cops. These guys got to go put their life on the line to find these niggas who did that shit with no assistance from the community.
Police may be one step closer to capturing those responsible for a shooting in Newark that left 2 people dead, including a 10-year-old.
Family and friends are gathering right now to honor the memory of that child, Jordan Garcia. Christine Sloan is there live. Christine?
Well, Jessica and Christine, the balloon release taking place on this football field behind me here at Vailsburg Park. This is where 10-year-old Jordan Garcia played football in the city's youth program. Now, both his mother and father will be here. His mother not only dealing with the unimaginable loss of a 10-year-old child, but her 11-year-old son was also shot and wounded. I spoke to her just now.
Jordan's a pure soul. That's all I can say. Like, he's so innocent. All he wants to do is just love and be silly. That's it.
How is your 11-year-old son doing?
He's stable. He's stable. He's still here. He doesn't know his brother's not here, though. And
wow. He don't even know that his brother dead. He probably been in surgery. You know what I mean? He probably been in surgery. Been, been intubated. What they call it? Intubated. So he don't even know his brother's dead. Wow. She gotta tell that nigga. She gotta tell that little boy that his brothers, he's 11, he's 10. You know how close 10 and 11 is? 10 and 11-year-old brothers is. You know how close they are? You know how close a relationship that is? If you got a brother that's 10, you 10 and your brother 11, you know how close y'all are? Y'all thick as thieves, man. She got to tell him that his brother's dead. And you think that ain't on her mind? You ain't think she formulating the words? She going over her mind? Okay, son, I got something to tell you. All right, son, hey, son, you think she ain't thinking about how she gonna break it to her son that his brother's dead? Wall mourning his death, and hoping that the other son survived, and now you glad he survived, but now you got to tell him that his brother dead. Think about that. It don't even matter where the father is now. That's the last thing. If you were to come up to this woman and be like, "Where's the father?" You were like, you know what kind of asshole you are. And I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, if a nigga were to come up to this woman at this moment and be like, "Where's the father?" Like, dude, like, not now, man. You know what I'm saying? Too soon, man. She got a lot on her mind, man. Besides where the father at. Whatever's going on with the father, whatever, man. She gotta tell that little boy his brother dead. When he wake up out of that coma or whatever the fuck, or wake up out of whatever the fuck he. So, you know, your brother, about your brother, yeah. I mean, Lord, have mercy, man. Blackistan is a horror show, bro. We talking about a horror.
It's kind of hard to tell him that.
Surveillance video obtained by CBS News New York shows the moment two suspects opened fire on Chancellor Avenue in Newark Saturday night. The gunfire so violent, sparks could be seen in the dark. In another video, group can be seen standing in front of a liquor store, but we are freezing the video before everyone runs to escape the barrage of bullets. 10-year-old Jordan Garcia and 21-year-old Kaya May Scott both killed during the gunfire. One of the wounded, Garcia's 11-year-old brother. Family members tell me he was shot in the stomach. Newark superintendent of schools at an interfaith service Tuesday calling the violence senseless.
We mourn the loss of one of our students, a woman who was killed, and we continue to pray for the recovery of those who were wounded, which includes another one of my students.
Two law enforcement sources tell me a vehicle believed to be connected to one of the suspects was pulled over on a highway after a chase Monday night. Police sources say 3 people were taken into custody, but it is not believed they are connected to the mass shooting. 2 weapons discovered in the vehicle also are being examined, according to sources. I spoke to Kaya May Scott's mother Monday. She had a message for the person who killed her daughter.
What you saw. Everybody has family. You may be one that be sitting in my seat one day.
Again, Jordan's mother and father will be here at the balloon release. His father posting online saying what happened breaks him to his core. Authorities are offering a $10,000 reward for any information that will lead them to the suspects or suspect. We're live in Newark. Christine Sloan, CBS News, New York.
Now to a CBS New York exclusive. A Westchester County family says their son was bullied because he is Jewish, Black, and has special needs. And they believe the school brushed it off. The parents say their concerns were initially taken seriously, but then shut down after they filed a bullying report with the state. Lisa Rosner brought those concerns to the Ardsley School superintendent.
13-year-old Connor Dunn has autism. His parents say he could barely speak when he was younger, but thanks to the Ardsley school system, he's advanced and even joined the Ardsley Middle School football team. That high point soured October 27th when Connor says during recess, one student told him to pick up animal feces and another then told him to lick his hand.
What made you follow his directions?
Because they may want to be friends with me.
Because you thought maybe they want to be friends with you.
Yeah.
His parents say the
So he's adopted by a nice old Jewish family. Nice Jewish family adopted this little black boy. He'd still be at the fucking puppy pound if they didn't adopt him. Fishermen. These nice Jewish people, man. Salute to these nice Jewish people, man. Take the $5 challenge. Support the channel. Support the channel. Take the challenge. Take the challenge. We're looking for some more people to take the challenge to support the channel. Appreciate all you guys who have supported the channel so far. We're looking for some more people to sponsor the show. This nice Jewish family listen, man. That boy would be at the puppy pound. Autistic as hell, not talking at the fucking puppy pound if it wasn't for these Jewish people. There are some good Jewish people in the world. Every Jewish person is not a bad person. The kids made him pick up some shit and lick his hand because they knew he would do it because he's autistic. That's some rotten shit.
Next day, a group of students stood up for Connor in the locker room before a football game, attacking one of the alleged bullies.
They were grabbing onto him and holding him on the wall.
All right, and what were they saying?
They're saying, say sorry now.
Connor's mom, Beth Blank Dunn, says she was concerned for her son's safety and posted on social media asking for witnesses of both incidents.
The things that people were just sending me, screenshots of conversations, and this kid referred to my son as an N-word. They've also been teaching Connor inappropriate hand gestures.
But the Dunns say the school warned witnesses not to speak and closed the investigation after the couple filed a bullying report with the state under the Dignity for All Students Act. We asked the superintendent after the board meeting Tuesday night.
I can't comment specifically on the report, but I will say that anytime a report is filed, we take it seriously.
About a week after the incident, the school in a letter to the Dunns said 14 students and 3 staff members were interviewed, and they were unable to confirm seeing or hearing anything being said or done by classmates.
They have more of a vested interest in how they're perceived than they are in, addressing, making sure that my son is safe.
We certainly don't tolerate any bullying. Again, every student in our district.
He Jewish. Well, he look like, what's that guy on them? What's the guy, the mailman on the fucking? He looked like a lot of people, man. The mailman on Seinfeld. What's his name? What's the mailman on Seinfeld? I forgot his name, but whatever. This guy looks like a lot of people, man.
Has the right to feel safe and to thrive, and
Yeah,
we do
John
everything
Lovitz.
we can do.
John Lovitz was funny as shit. John Lovitz was funny as hell, man. Saturday Night Live, man. He was funny as shit. You gotta see him playing the devil. He played the devil on Saturday Night Live. That shit's funny as hell.
To create that atmosphere.
During Tuesday night's school board meeting, the board adjourned before other parents who filled the library to speak could share their stories.
We're horrified. We went through the same thing ourselves as a parent of a special needs child, and we had to remove our child from this district here.
Your child was bullied?
Over and over, more than once. They just completely shut the meeting down without acknowledging the issue or allowing the parent to speak.
All these people in this video are Jewish, man. All these people are Jewish.
That was Lisa Rosner reporting, and the superintendent says this investigation is ongoing.
Blackistan, man. Blackistan. Blackistan.
Video of 3-year-old Kevin Horton, a happy little baby boy playing with his cousin on a swing. Sadly, though, Memphis police say his life was cut short by a woman close to the family. this woman, his father's girlfriend, Dominica Mosby. She is accused of torturing and beating that little boy to death. Fox 13's Dominique Dillon sat down exclusively with that family, and she joins us live from the newsroom now. And Dominique, while this is a tough story to tell, this family actually wants to share this story to help prevent this from happening to anyone else.
Yeah, this little boy's father says he never thought the woman he trusted, the woman who's actually the mother of his two youngest children, would ever harm his son. But he says that's exactly what happened. And now he's faced with the difficult task of planning a funeral. Youngest children would ever harm.
I'm at work. I'm at work, fool. Why you didn't notify me that my child was throwing up? My child was not sick when he left my sister out. My child was well. My child laid on my chest.
Keith Horton was nearing the end of a 16-hour shift Saturday morning when he got a call no parent should ever have to answer. His 3-year-old son, Kevin, who he left in the care of his girlfriend, Dominica Mosby, was dead.
And then he notified me that he had passed. I left the job. I clocked out, left the job. I made it to the house like 3:20. I get to the house, she's standing outside. I got the fire department people in the house. When I go in there to see my son, he ice cold, he purple.
Initially, Kevin was questioning how a healthy little boy with an infectious laugh and his entire life ahead of him could go from this to lifeless overnight.
I want to go talk to her. It's a lot of questions, but the only one I know is why.
At first, Mosby told police Kevin wasn't feeling well when he was dropped off from his aunt's house Friday.
He never was sick. That just was like a story for her to get her story together.
Mosby said she put the toddler to bed, then woke up around 3 a.m. to find him unresponsive. But the medical examiner revealed the truth, far more disturbing. And eventually, police say Mosby confessed to torturing little Kevin to death. She told police she put a lit cigarette out in his ear. The shock and pain caused the 3-year-old to pee on the floor. Police say Mosby then burned his genitals with a lighter, then slapped, punched, and stomped on the little boy. She told police she believes he was dead by the time she went to sleep.
When I tell you, that baby was full of, and the sweetest baby, he was so sweet, it don't even feel right to see all the other kids playing. And he out here with us.
Mosby is charged with first-degree murder, aggravated child abuse, and aggravated child neglect. Her first court appearance is scheduled for this Thursday. As for the family, they're now planning a funeral. So if you're interested in helping out, donating to the funeral expenses, head to our website, fox13memphis.com. We have a link to their GoFundMe.
Yeah, man, that is hard to listen to. Just where's the humanity? Dominique Dillon live in the newsroom.
Okay. See what else is going on here in Blackistan.
Tonight, a mother lashes out in court, yelling at her son's convicted killer moments before a judge dished out a life sentence. Prosecutors say Marcus Ely shot an unarmed man over a chain. CBS News Miami's Larry Seward is live for us outside the courthouse in Miami. And Larry, the suspect got an earful from the judge in court.
He did indeed. Elliot, Judge Christina Miranda, she calls Ely's behavior during trial disrespectful. Then here today, she saw a mother go off, calling for the strongest sentence possible. Donna Sadler held little back, venting in court, directing her anger at the man accused of shooting her 21-year-old son. Malcolm Avery Johnson was a music promoter and his family's provider.
You killed my son, and then you and your girl posted it on Instagram and stuff like he wasn't nothing. Who does that?
As Johnson left a North Miami Beach club after work, surveillance cameras recorded a black Nissan pull up near him. 2 armed men, including Marcus Ely, attacked. Police say Ely robbed and killed in cold blood to steal a gold chain and medallion, then showed it off online like a trophy in pictures a few hours after the crime. After a brief struggle, Johnson had his arms up, not resisting, when shot in the chest and left to die. More than 2 years later,
That nigga robbed somebody he didn't know, got the goods. The guy didn't resist. He still killed him in cold blood right there in the street. A few hours later, he's on Instagram flaunting with the chain. And niggas is worried about ICE. And niggas is mad at Scott Jennings. Or the cop at the football game that bumped the football players.
Who does that?
as Johnson left a North Miami Beach club after work, surveillance cameras recorded a black Nissan pull up near him. 2 armed men, including Marcus Ely, attacked. Police say Ely robbed and killed in cold blood to steal a gold chain and medallion, then showed it off online like a trophy in pictures a few hours after the crime. After a brief struggle, Johnson had his arms up, not resisting, when shot in the chest and left to die. More than 2 years later, during sentencing at Ely's 4-day murder trial, Johnson's mom looked Ely in the eye and spoke.
Can I ask you a question? Why did you kill my son? You've been wasting everybody's time because you know you're guilty. And you still is arrogant. I got to get counseling.
White people don't care about us, man. White people don't care about us. Your life means nothing to these niggas out here if you black. If you a black person, your life means nothing to these niggers. These niggas don't even view you as human. They will slay your ass. You hear me? These niggas will slay your ass out here in these streets. They don't fuck about you. You just another nigga like them. They know a bunch of niggas that been shot. They know niggas is getting shot all the time. Fuck you ain't nothing but another nigga. Nigga gonna go do a life sentence on his head, and he gonna be fine. And ain't nothing lost. There was nothing lost. You hear me? Nothing was lost. That guy's gone, nothing was lost. He gonna go do 30. He might even get out one day. Let's see what the judge gave him, man. Let's see what the judge gave him. Let's see if the judge gave him a number or gave him an L.
I can't rest at night because that's always running my mind through this trial, how you did. And you sit up there and lied. I see if you had some remorse. You ain't got no remorse. And I wish they give you the max. I really do.
Moments later, Ely began jingling his cuffs loud enough to upset Judge Christina Miranda.
I'm sorry, Mr. Ely?
I'm ready to go. We already know what's going on. I understand.
I know, you gotta sit here though.
And you gotta be respectful of the court.
He's not very respectful of me. He's not disrespectful either, but
Mr. Ely, you're being very disrespectful. I really don't want to put you in the embarrassment of being put into a straitjacket or maybe covering your mouth so that we can continue with this hearing.
It ended with Ely getting concurrent life sentences for murder and robbery this family cannot understand. While Ely sat in jail last December, prosecutors say he and 3 other inmates jumped another inmate for the crimes that he was convicted of robbery and first-degree murder. He has to serve a minimum of 25 years in prison without parole. Larry Seward, CBS News, Miami.
Okay, he could possibly come home one day. Possibly one day.
Tonight at 6, family and friends continue to grieve the loss of a Jacksonville mother found dead under a bridge on the west side.
11 p.m. the family got like, hey, wait a minute, time out. Everybody been busy throughout the day. We haven't heard from Tiffany. And that's when, but by the time they was doing that, it was already coming to the front door.
Listen, man. We talk about how often on this channel how black women kill. They have a higher murder rate than white men. You know the stat that we always reference, or you might see it online. Black women per 100,000 commit more murders than white men per 100,000. That's an amazing stat. Salute. I ain't even gonna lie, man. I gotta get a sisters. You know, I mean, you know me. I give credit where credit's due. That's impressive, man. That shit is impressive. But also, man, sisters get gunned down in broad daylight, gangland style, more than white men too. Press 1. I bet sisters get gunned down gangland style in public more than Hispanic men in America. Not in Juarez, not in Mexico City, but in America. I would bet it ain't nothing for a sister to get her head blown off in broad daylight in public. Shout out to Anthony Madison, man. He says, Matim, you know, this stuff is hard to watch. Hey, listen, man. I've been sleeping with my CPAP, man, lately, man. I get oxygen to my brain now, man. It's cracking, man. I didn't get oxygen to my brain for like a year, man, when I stopped doing that, when I stopped sleeping with my CPAP, man. That shit affects every part of your life, man. I'm not trying to play a victim or nothing, but, you know. Some people got asthma. Some people got eczema. Some people got, you know, dyslexia. Some people got, you know, whatever the fuck, a club foot. No, the fuck. Out. I got sleep apnea. But it's cracking, man. I'm in the zone. Salute to Cap One, man. He said Royal Flush sang about this back in 1997. Shine. Salute to Cap One. Cap One is in the building.
Loved ones say Tiffany Felton was a devoted mother, a hard worker, and the kind of person who poured into everyone around her.
As Jacksonville police continue to investigate, News4Jax reporter Alicia Hatcher spoke with the father of Felton's son, who says the last few days have been heartbreaking.
And they went to my sister's house thinking she was her sister and knocked on her door. But in a moment, her sister was already beginning to look for her because they hadn't heard from her throughout, like, earlier that day. So it was just like, I wake up to a call like, my son, mom may be gone. I'm like, this can't be. It's not right.
A moment that doesn't feel real for Darius Hall. The mother of his son, Tiffany Felton, was found dead under a bridge on Sunday. Since learning the news, he says everything has changed.
When was the last time you heard from her, and what was that conversation like?
Oh my God. It's so crazy. I talked to her Wednesday. She brought my son's jacket to me Wednesday, and we talked. And she was telling me, well, Darius, I'm gonna go pay his senior fees. I said, Tiffany, you really think I'm waiting on you to pay his senior fees? I said, I pay his senior fees September 27th. And to think that we're talking about his senior year, that's our last conversation. That's why I know that it's gonna be a touchy experience with this.
The loss, he says, is heavier than words, not just for Hall and their son, but for everyone who loved Tiffany.
She was like a glue because her personality, the person she was go hard for everybody. They really love her. And her two daughters, this is going to be a greatly big task for them to get past this, because they really look forward to seeing her and hearing from her every day. She's not going to let a day go by without talking to all her family members. That's just her. So that's why we knew something wasn't right.
Hall says the outpouring of love from the community is greatly appreciated.
Tiffany went hard for everyone she loved. So it's only right that we do the same thing for her. She'll be so happy right now seeing all the support and love that she's getting. She would be overwhelmed. We will definitely celebrate her.
And through the grief, Hall says he's holding on to the loyalty they shared and the promise to fight for justice in her name. Alicia Hatcher, Channel 4, the local station.
Felton's death is being
okay.
investigated as a homicide, but police have released very few details surrounding her death. Anyone with information is asked to contact JSO or Crime Stoppers.
Damn, man. Very little information about that woman's death, man.
To everybody, he was that person that they waited on.
That is Brandy, the daughter of 56-year-old DeVell Golson, who was shot and killed on Sunday. Golson,
56 years old. Think about it, man. Unless you in the mob and you white, if you're white, unless you're in the fucking mafia, it's a very low chance you're going to get shot at 56 years old. Niggas, it's so common. 60-year-olds, 70-year-olds, 80-year-olds get shot in Blackistan all the time. What the fuck? How did this nigga get shot at 56 years old?
one of two people gunned down near 19th and Congress. The other victim still not identified. Golson's family says he was the glue that held them together. They're pleading for whoever knows something to come forward. Northern Milwaukee County reporter Gideon Verdeen shares their story.
I'm at 19th and Congress, where the family of 56-year-old DeVell Golson is searching for answers after he was killed during what was supposed to be a celebration. His loved ones tell me he was the heart of their family, and now they're pleading with anyone with information to come forward.
Everything, the lover, the mean guy, the fixer, he was everything.
Milwaukee police say 2 people were shot and killed Sunday night near 19th and Congress. 56-year-old DeVell Golson and a 21-year-old man were found on nearby blocks, both pronounced dead at the scene as investigators work to learn what led up to the shooting.
Some of everybody from everywhere knows him, waiting on him for the party, he a lot of people person.
Their families in shock. His daughter, Alicia, described his personality in a way only family can. Honest, raw, and full of love.
He got a lot of grandkids. They're not, some of them not even old enough to where They might not even remember him.
His 6 children say he was tough, funny, and a protective father who held the family together.
I'm definitely gonna miss him.
The family says DeVale loved to fish, and Sunday he had been celebrating a cousin's birthday just before he was killed.
Was just over there for the game, playing cards and watching the game.
Now,
Yeah, that's a recipe for disaster. Playing cards and watching the game with some niggas. Because you don't know what nigga got beef. You don't know what niggas somebody gonna come and try to kill. You don't know what nigga there is got an attitude. And you don't, then God forbid an argument start between the niggas that are there. You know what I mean? Or because all the niggas been to prison and all the niggas been to jail. It like if you in a room with some niggas playing cards, 9 times out of 10, everybody been to prison, jail, juvenile hall, probation, ankle monitors, in the street, sold drugs, been in a gang. It ain't like a bunch of fucking choir boys when you hanging out with niggas. When you just hanging out with random niggas, you not around a bunch of choir boys. So anything can happen. And he looked like he from the street too. The way he dressed, the way he act, the way he look on his face.
and Sunday he had been celebrating a cousin's birthday just before he was killed.
Was just over there for the game, playing cards and watching the game.
Now the same family he helped raise is trying to stay strong without him.
Everybody had to hold on to all of us got together. That's how we always is. That's how we gonna stay. That's just how it is. One band, one sound.
His partner of 40 years says it still doesn't feel real.
Just gonna miss him. It just really ain't sunk in yet what happened. He was only gone for an hour.
That's his partner of 40 years. He been with that woman for 40 fucking years. Imagine how she feel. My God. 40 fucking years. They might as well got married, but you know, whatever. Who cares? Salute to Barry B, man. Barry B is once again in the building. I love the Barry B, man. Shout out to Echo Squad, man. Echo Squad says, how you survive that type of encountering. Listen, every nigga you see is lucky, man. Every nigga you see is lucky. The majority of niggas that you see, a lot of these niggas on YouTube. Not all of them. But a lot of these niggas on YouTube, the fact that they're here is a miracle. Okay? The fact that they're here is a fucking miracle. It could have been you. It just happened to be somebody else. Multiple times, it could have been you. It just happened to be somebody else. Hundreds of times, it could have been you. It happened to be somebody else. Most niggas is walking miracles. And I'm talking about niggas. They walking miracles, man. You just there. You just alive and shit. That's all. But when We talked about earlier. It's the story in Newark where the guy sprayed the block from damn near fucking came to the corner and sprayed up the block. Those niggas that survived and the little boy got killed and the girl coming out the store got killed. That's how you survive those things. Just by chance. Just by chance, man. Now you can avoid stuff, but once you in it, you survive by chance. Shout out to Mark Ishmael, man. Mark Ishmael in the building.
Just left. He was supposed to have been coming right back.
With few answers from investigators, the family is pleading for the community's help.
Please come forward.
Yeah.
If you know something, you say something.
If you know anything about what happened, you're urged to call Milwaukee Police or Crime Stoppers. Gideon Verdeen,
He definitely was a good person.
TMJ4 News.
Newark 10, we're looking.
Oh man, I tell you, man. People say this stuff is depressing, man. Listen. This is what's really going on in Blackistan. I'm always here. If you want to know what's really going on, I'm always here. To help you motherfuckers see. Oh yeah, let me show y'all this shit right quick. While we at it, man. You know, while we at it. Let me show y'all this shit. Let me show y'all niggas this shit, man. Let me show y'all this shit. Yeah, man. We got I got a mean algorithm on Twitter too, man. I got a mean algorithm on Twitter. This is what niggas doing in the UK now.
Don't really like niggers. Don't really like niggers.
This is what niggas is doing in the UK. This the new thing in the UK. No, Japan. My bad, Japan. Is this Japan? What country is this? What country is this? This is what niggas doing over there overseas. Germany. This looks like New York.
Step away. I'm just so fucking crazy. Oh, man, yo. Say what you said again. Say what you said again.
So the black guy pulls out a knife. Joe Pesci here. I want to show you something. Over words. The white guy, and the black guy have words. Black guy pulls out a knife.
Step away.
He said, I'm stepping away. You heard him? Listen to the white guy.
Step away.
Joe Pesci says, I'm stepping away. Walks off. Just like a bitch. I mean, just like a bitch. And if you a nigga, if you a man, you know what I'm about to say. Just like a bitch. When you walk away, when you arguing with your girl or your lady or woman and you walk away, what do? When you say, all right, you know what? I'm disconnected from this bullshit, and you walk away. What do? Just like a bitch. Just like a bitch, this nigga responds just like a bitch when the white man says, you know what? I'm just gonna walk away. I'm not gonna argue with your fucking monkey ass. I'm just gonna walk away. And the nigga reacts just like a bitch. I mean, just like a bitch. And I got PTSD from this shit. He reacts just like a bitch. A whole bitch.
Step away. I'm just so fucking crazy. Oh, hey, yo. Say what you said again. Say what you said again.
Look how feminine the black dude is, and look how manly the white dude is. The white dude just like a bitch. You gotta grab her hand. She done grab something, try to throw it at you. You gotta grab her. You gotta restrain her while she fucking acting wild and shit. Just like a bitch. Press 1. Just like a bitch. We got 15 people on the board, man. Let's see if we get 5 more to sponsor the show. 5 more to sponsor the show. That'd be great, man. Just like a bitch.
Step away. I'm just so fucking crazy. Oh, hey, yo. Say what you said again. Say what you said again.
Hey, family, listen. There is a black-owned farm here in Georgia that has been being terrorized by white folk. I want to know who it is. Can y'all please help? I want to know who this is. They're poisoning these black people's animals, killing their livestock, burning their woods, even killed some of their dogs. Please let me know who this is. I would like to help. My brothers and I would like to help. And brothers, if you down, let's ride. Find out who this is. Please, ladies, y'all women that have investigative skills, please let me know who this is, please. Y'all are great at this shit. Please let me know. Bye.
That nigga couldn't even give you a county. He couldn't even give you a county. He said somewhere in Georgia. That nigga couldn't even give you a county. Henry County, Fulton, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? Who believes this? Who believes this? Press 1 if you believe this. Who believes this?
Hey, family, listen. There is a black-owned farm here in Georgia that has been being terrorized by white folk. I want to know who it is. Can y'all please help? I want to know who this is. They're poisoning these black people's animals, killing their livestock, burning their woods, even killed some of their dogs. Please let me know who this is. I would like to help. My brothers and I would like to help. And brothers, if you down, let's ride. Find out who this is. Please, ladies, y'all women that have investigative skills, please let me know who this is, please. Y'all are great at this shit. Please let me know. Bye.
Hillsborough County officials say 5 teenagers were seen walking around a neighborhood there late Friday night when 2 of them walked up into a home there to do the challenge. The Ring camera footage shows the teens wearing ski masks. They kick the front door in there and then fire an airsoft gun before taking off. Well, now deputies are warning parents against this dangerous challenge. It's been trending online as well.
This is what one family heard inside of their home just after 10 p.m. Saturday. This video shows 2 people wearing masks pounding on a family's front door in the Timber Creek neighborhood. But for the family inside the home, it wasn't a joke.
Hillsborough County officials say 5 teenagers were seen walking around a neighborhood there late Friday night when 2 of them walked up into a home there to do the challenge. The Ring
Salute to this guy, man. Shout out to this dude, man. Salute to that guy, man. Shout out to that guy. You will always be remembered, man. You will always be remembered. As a criminal and a crackhead.
We got the niggerazzi's. You know, like a paparazzi, except a nigga. Look. You know what I mean? What are you gonna do, nigger? What the fuck you gonna?
They know he's armed. This white boy armed. This white boy is a savage, man. This white boy is a savage right here. Niggas know he armed. Like he had a situation with some other young YNs the other day. And now he's going around. I guess he's this is his thing. I guess you know how it is on the internet. Once you get famous, once you go viral doing something, you just keep doing it. So he had a situation with some YNs the other day, and he pulled out his phone and recorded it. And he was calling them, niggas and whatnot, and blah, blah, blah. And he had a firearm on him, and he was flashing his firearm. So now he looked like he going around testing niggas' temperatures, man. Look like he going around testing niggas' temperatures, man. seeing if they really about that shit. We shall see, man. We shall see, man. How long this lasts, man. We'll see.
We got the niggerazis. You know, like a paparazzi, except a nigga. Look. You know what I mean?
Get the fuck on.
What are you gonna do, nigger?
What the fuck you gonna do, crackle?
What you gonna do, nigger?
Crackle?
Look at this nigger chimping out.
You.
They chimp out every day.
It's a white boy calling niggas niggas. This him right here.
Calling niggas niggas.
This him. That's one on Facebook.
Do something about it.
Bigger than
He
yours.
did the meme.
My dick bigger than yours.
He did the meme. My dick, my dick.
Boy, get your crack ass out of here.
He's chimping out.
Fuck on out of here. Hurry up.
He's chimping out.
Hurry up. Crackle. Crackle.
Look at him chipping out.
Look at.
You got the niggerazis.
Hey, man. We'll see, man. We see, man. We're gonna follow this one, man. We're gonna follow this one. How do you guys think this is gonna end? How do you guys think this is gonna end? That's a good question. How do you guys think this is gonna end? You think he just, eventually gets bored to doing this and moves on to something else? You think he ends up having to shoot a nigga or get shot, or what do you think will happen? What do you guys think will happen with this? How you guys think this is gonna end? What state is he in? He's obviously in a Cary state. Shout out to Anthony, man. He's obviously in the Cary state. Let me see if I can find out what state he's in. Chud the Builder. He said, I would love this Chud clown to walk up on me. These pale monkeys are getting bolder and bolder. He said, bro, he does this shit and then pulls out a gun. That's why he hasn't been beaten up yet. Yeah, but I mean, why y'all don't shoot him? Shoot him if you about it. Let's see. Ain't that what y'all do, DJ? Yeah, he has freedom of speech. He has the freedom to say what he wants. You can't police his language, especially when you got to hear the nigga on the radio every fucking 5 seconds. He said, by the way, the chimp called the cops after I left playing the victim, saying I assaulted him. They pulled me over about a mile away and held me for several minutes. I showed them the footage and they let me leave. Black dude called the cop. I thought it was no snitching. Didn't you think it was no snitching? They said he's a gypsy, but I love him. He said, bro, I'm German. I have blue eyes. I'm Dalton Earthly, not Paul. So where's he from? Where is this? He said, Chud doesn't back down. Oh, he started the Give, Send, Go. They took it down. They took down this Give, Send, Go. I don't know what state. It's not saying what state. Let me see if I can find out what state he live in. Free speech, American patriot, Christ is king. Clarksville, Tennessee. He in Tennessee. He's in Tennessee, y'all. He's in Tennessee. Jesus Christ.
The Trump administration and so we know that the intentional attacks that are coming from the Trump administration and the extreme right in this country has very much been what I call it's an attempt to relitigate the Civil War. Right. They have not accepted the results that the North actually won. Right. Because if you look at all of the attacks, it's not just black cities. He's going after education, housing, transportation, good paying jobs, and healthcare. Those are literally the 5 demands of descendants of slaves post Civil War. So it's evident that they are not, committed to actually realizing the full dream of what this country can offer. So we know that the intentional attacks that are coming from the Trump administration and the extreme right in this country has very much been what I call it's an attempt to relitigate the Civil War. Right. They have not accepted the results that the North actually won. Right. Because if you look at all of the attacks.
Trump's trying to relitigate the Civil War. They've been successful though in like turning the temperature up again. Like they make you scared to say you're a Trump supporter now. They actually have kind of like back down Trump supporters. Like all the MAGA stuff is kind of slowed down a lot. Now, Candace Owens and Nick Fuentes and Tucker Carlson got a lot to do with that too. But the liberals, like, Trump's a Nazi again, and he's putting kids in cages and shit like this. Everything is like deja vu Tell me if you feel like that. If you feel like it's deja vu from his first term, where it's like, yo, like he's a rapist. Remember they had Me Too. During his first term, it was Me Too. Now they got the Epstein files. During the first term, it was kids in cages. Rachel Maddow crying on TV. He putting kids in cages. Now it's ICE and zip tying kids and leaving kids abandoned and all this shit. The only thing they don't have is BLM. They ain't got BLM yet. They got everything else from the first term. The liberals have gotten everything else from the first term. Nah, Trump had some good momentum in the first 6 or 7 months of his term. Trump had some good momentum. Like, he came in with a mandate. Things was rolling smooth, man. It just feels like these last few months, especially since Charlie Kirk died, it feels like the left is being successful at, like, you know, oh my God, he's a racist. Like, people didn't care. People were like, so what? You know, now it's like they're like, you know what I mean? They're like, oh, he's a racist. He's a pedophile. He's an abuser of women. And if you say anything nice to him about him, they're making him top radioactive. That's basically what I'm saying. He was radioactive in his first term. You know what I mean? You couldn't go to the White House if you won the Super Bowl and shit. You couldn't, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't do anything. They're doing a good job with their bullshit because all they do is tell lies over and over again. And when the Republicans, the conservatives don't know how to handle that. Like, they just don't know how to deal with it. When you tell lies over and over and over again, people gonna believe it. People gonna start believing it. And that's what they do. They just tell lies over and over again until the people believe it. And eventually the people believe it. Sponsor tonight's show. Take the challenge. Support the show through the challenge, man. You can sponsor the show tonight through the challenge. Take the $5 challenge, $10 challenge, $20 challenge, any kind of challenge. Sponsor tonight's programming.
He threatened me, said that he was gonna slice my head off, and then that's when I tried to call the police. Realized he started throwing things at me. Came behind the counter. I tried to run off, but he grabbed his hands around my neck and pushed me out of the counter space. That's when I pulled out my gun and I shot him. Said that they were going to separate from employment because of a violation policy. This was a situation where I felt like I was put in a corner between choosing between my job and my life. And I'm always going to choose my life because there's people that depend on me. I'm going home. You know, that's my goal. I need to be here for my kids. If I known that, you know, there's a potential where somebody could be for real in taking my life away, that I will do whatever it takes. You know, I hope that, you know, women see that and, you know, they'll do the same thing. You have the right to defend yourself.
She smoked. I wonder who she smoked. It doesn't say. Jesus Christ.
I paid for this. Oh my god! You don't need to fucking flip me off. It's assault. Fuck you! Jesus Christ! You fucking assaulted me. You fucking like flip me off with those witnesses. She wouldn't move her feet. You fucking done this to me. You wouldn't move your feet. You were sleeping. You wouldn't move your feet. That's you. I have to go home. I'm tired. Too bad. Goodbye. All right, so this train's not going anywhere. All right, girl, get off the train. Come on now. We were the ones that missed. You were wrong. You were wrong. You were wrong. Get off the train. You're Karen. What are you talking about? Get off the train. What? He fucking assaulted me. You wouldn't move. You need to pee. Like, you look Karen. You sure can.
Holy shit.
Everything. He chilling. I've been to prison, and I'm gonna tell you, when you in there, you see the difference between the races. If a Spanish nigga come in the house, you think this nigga been there for 6 months. He got food, clothes, everything. He chilling. He in the house amongst his people. Black nigga come in the house. If he don't know nobody, and I'm like, we gotta change that narrative. We gotta love each other. We gotta love ourselves. Love your brother. Love that.
Niggas, that's just not niggas, man. That's just not the way niggas are, man. You know, at some point, we gotta stop acting like it's something that we're not doing. Press 1. Like it's something that we're neglecting to do. We gotta stop acting like, oh, there's a reason other than nature why we don't do this thing. That's just how black people are. Even in prison. Even in prison, they treat each other, in a substandard way. It's just how we are. Nobody's making us like that. No circumstances unique to America are making us like that. This is just us. This is just us. This is just us. It's just us. We're just like that, man.
I've been to prison, and I'm gonna tell you, when you in there, you see the difference between the races. If a Spanish nigga come in the house, you think this nigga been there for 6 months. He got food, clothes, everything. He chilling. He in the house amongst his people. Black nigga come in the house. If he don't know nobody, and I'm like, this, we gotta change that narrative. We gotta love each other. We gotta love ourselves. Love your brother. Love thy neighbor. That is the most realest thing for us as Black men. Is to love each other. Stand on it. I'd be in a room with other Black men, and we'd be the only Black men in the room and don't recognize each other. That's a problem, man.
That's a fact.
Like I tell you, in this town, in the town I live in, white people speak to me all the time, man. White people speak. Like if I'm standing in line somewhere, white dude gonna be like, beautiful day out there today, huh? Like food's great here, huh? Or something. They're gonna say something, spark up a conversation. Even white women, especially if they're older. The niggas with the skinny jeans that done moved to the town and the Gucci belts and the Jordans on, them niggas look at me like I'm fucking either invisible or like I'm about to rob them or something. Or like we got a history of beef or something. Like we done fucking been through some shit. And I'm like, nigga, I don't know you, nigga. That's just how Black people are, man. Nothing's making us like that. Nothing in America is making us like this. This is us. We just are like that. And nothing can change that. Nothing can change that. Niggas find reasons to beef with other niggas. Now, what's it, the FBA versus the Africans and shit, versus the Jamaicans and versus the Haitians and let's see. Let me see.
Investigators are speaking out about charges now filed against a man in connection to a fatal fire that claimed the lives of 3 city firefighters several years ago. Fox 45's Alexa Ashwell attended today's announcement. She joins us live in studio with reaction. Alexa.
That's right, Mary. Just yesterday, a judge denied bond for the man now charged in connection to this case, James Barnett. The 57-year-old is facing several felony charges, including multiple counts of second-degree murder and arson. Now investigators speaking out about the case.
Good afternoon.
Baltimore City State's Attorney Ivan Bates standing before a memorial that marks where Baltimore City Fire Lieutenant Paul Buttram, Lieutenant Kelsey Sadler, and firefighter Kenny Lacayo died in the line of duty. Now, nearly 4 years later, 57-year-old Robert Barnett charged in connection to the case.
I'm here today with the agencies
that have worked for years to make this announcement possible.
Including the Baltimore City Fire Department, City Police Department, and the ATF. Investigators say new light source analysis completed earlier this year allowed investigators to conclude Barnett intentionally ignited combustible material inside the rear doorway of 205 South Stricker Street that resulted in the building becoming fully engulfed.
We just had a collapse.
The 3 members of the city fire department died while combating the fire. Other evidence in court documents included surveillance footage, Barnett's clothing seized, and Barnett's statements. Here today, we asked investigators to elaborate on what was the final piece of evidence that led to charges against Barnett after collecting data for nearly 4 years.
So we were able to map out using graphs the locations of the light, but also the intensities over a specific duration. The technology is not new in the forensic world. It's not the first case with ATF. It's one of the first where we've applied it to fire investigations. But image segmentation is peer reviewed.
As for the families of the fallen, a representative speaking out.
We are here today to remember our fallen heroes and to do everything in our power to make sure that this tragedy like this will never happen again.
Barnett remains in custody. He's due back in court for a preliminary hearing December 11th. Alexa Ashwell, Fox 45 News.
Nigga set a fire. 3 firefighters get killed in the fire, he said. Unfucking believable. Unfucking believable.
Mr. Bailey, you've spent almost $250,000 here, haven't you?
Well, almost. That I would say in the neighborhood of that.
Why did you feel the need to spend that amount?
Well, with the integration bill passed, that I think it was time to do it. And I think that we have got ahead of everybody in my race so that we could keep the business we did have and draw more. And I was talking to several other Negro businessmen, and they are going to do the same thing.
This means that you're losing a lot of business then, is that right?
Well, now we haven't lost any because we have started in time. We was planning on this 5 or 6 years ago, but it come too soon, so we just jumped ahead of it. So I don't think that we will lose any. I think we should gain more.
Have a lot of Negro motel owners folded here?
No, we don't. Well, I am the oldest motel for Negroes before the integration bill passed. I was the oldest motel. I had a 16-unit motel.
Was there a lot of testing of the Public Accommodations Act by Negroes locally here in Memphis?
Well, I tell you, we haven't had any trouble by testing. I know when the law was passed, they was going to these white motels, and they didn't have any trouble at all.
They were accepted here.
Fine.
And how do you intend to lure them back to a Negro motel? That is, the Negroes are moving into the white motels, and you're faced with a competition question. Now, how do you intend to get them back?
The only thing
again?
about that is that I'm open to the public. And if I got a first-class motel, I'm looking for the public to come. And I believe that this hotel will equal to any motel in Memphis, white or colored, when I get through.
So you have a great deal of faith about the fact of both Negroes and whites coming to your motel?
Sure. The only thing I want is a first-class motel, run it first class, and just keep on smiling. That's the only thing I can say.
Honestly, if given the choice, which they were now, between a white motel and a Negro motel, what do you think most Negroes is going to choose? The white man said, fine, you can use our stuff. What do you think the Negroes going to choose, y'all? Choose. Not victimized, not forced. Choose. What do you think the Negroes going to choose, y'all? stay with their black brother who been with them all through segregation, or dump the black brother business and solely go to Whitey? Now that Whitey said you can come in now because of the Civil Rights Bill. All black people used to speak very well back in the day. Black thugs sound like scholars now. Black thugs sound like Ibrahim Kendi and any black scholar, congressman. We got Congress women and the average black thug in these old videos sounds better than these black congressmen nowadays. Just more command of the English language.
You used to be a Pullman porter, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
You ever think you'd like to go back to that?
Well, if the plane and the jet would go out of business, I think we would be in business again. That's what I think. Now, what do you think?
I think you're right.
Right.
You're happy doing what you're doing.
Fine,
You'd
fine.
rather not.
I like to meet the peoples.
Isn't this kind of risky business?
Not at all.
In this particular stage of our history?
I don't think so.
Why not?
Well, because I got faith. And if somebody would come up and tell me, says, I will loan you $200,000 more, I said, okay, only thing you got to do is draw up the papers. And then I will try to build a 100-unit motel right in the same spot.
Have you had any trouble raising the money?
Not at all.
Have other Negro motel owners?
Well, I don't know. I haven't talked to them on that issue.
How many are trying to do that kind of thing in this area?
Well, I can't pinpoint it, but I will say this. Everybody is trying to borrow money to remodel or build. That's what I find out. But I'm trying to do my own, and it keeps me pretty busy trying to look after my own right now. But give me another 60 days, and I can go around and tell you who's doing what, because I'll be through. Because we are building, I guess you see our swimming pool and our dining room will be on the way in the next few days. Edgar Davis contractor's got the plans already, and my bar situation is fine.
Thank you.
So we're on a good road of competing.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, hold it 1 second.
We're finding ourselves competing with white motels owners, and we have got to give equal or better service so we won't lose our customers. That's what I've found out in the last, since the integration bill had passed. I find out that that's one thing we've got to make up in our mind. We have got to give better. And the only thing we can do now is to give service. That's the main thing.
Okay, let's try that once more. Just keep rolling. Just keep rolling. Okay.
The development of the killing of a longtime Oakland football coach, the man accused of taking John Beam's life, making his first appearance just a few hours ago in court. The district attorney leaning in, applying more charges in a case that could carry a prison sentence of at least 50 years. KTVU's James Torres explains the start to this legal process.
Cedric Irving, in a safety garment, hears his charges in an Alameda County courtroom. He's accused of shooting longtime high school football coach John Beam, killing him.
I'm just absolutely sick to my stomach about the amount of gun violence in our community, specifically in Oakland.
District Attorney Ursula Jones-Dixon says Irving will face murder and gun charges that will offer a minimum sentence of 50 years if he's found guilty. Sources tell KTVU Irving accused Beam of using witchcraft on him. Prosecutors did not comment on Irving's mental health, which law experts say is appropriate.
That's not unusual because they don't know what the mental health state of the defendant is. That will come out during litigation and be used either in a trial or for mitigation should he plead.
Legal analyst Michael Cardoza expects defense attorneys to carefully examine Irving's mental health. He will stay in jail without bond as prosecutors work to build a case against him.
This case will move at glacial speed. It's not going to go quickly. And one of the things that might be of some concern to the defense is that people with mental illnesses, they don't all commit murders. They don't all commit homicides.
This morning, several community members packed a courtroom in front of the judge, including former NFL star Marshawn Lynch, all anxiously awaiting this case to move through the legal proceedings.
Irving will be back in this courthouse December 16th to enter a plea. Reporting in Oakland, I'm James Torres, KTBU, Fox 2 News.
Fentanyl dealer is off the streets after leading West Dallas police on a wild chase. Fox 6's Bria Jones live in the newsroom to explain how this all went down.
In West Dallas, police say this all started with the man's suspicious death.
I don't know, Bria. I don't like that outfit, man. I don't like that outfit, Bria. It's too busy, right? Ain't that outfit too busy for Bria? That outfit's too busy, man.
They found drug paraphernalia near his body. The man's longtime girlfriend led them to the suspect, who then led officers on a nearly 6-mile chase.
West Dallas in pursuit of a reckless homicide suspect.
An alleged fentanyl dealer, potentially linked to a man's suspicious death, is at the center of a West Dallas police chase. 29-year-old Daquan Walton is facing several serious charges, including first-degree recklessly endangering safety, maintain drug trafficking place, and fleeing from an officer.
We're going to go in for a bid if we can.
West Dallas police say on November 13th, they responded to the suspicious death of a man born in 1985 at a home near South 74th and West Walker Streets. Inside the home, officers found a digital scale with tan residue and other drug paraphernalia. The man's longtime girlfriend was taken into custody for her suspected involvement in giving the man fentanyl. She told officers that Walton had supplied the two with fentanyl daily for 6 years. Officers arranged for the woman to buy drugs from Walton later that day in Milwaukee near 39th and National. When he arrived, they attempted to pull him over, but he wouldn't stop. Officers say Walton hit 80 miles per hour, weaving in and out of traffic before getting on the interstate. During the chase, officers say he tossed drugs and a weapon out of the window.
He was dumping it in between essentially Lloyd and the stop sign for the Lisbon exit. Look for other baggage. Did anybody pick up the gun?
After a 7-minute pursuit, he was eventually pulled over.
Suspect in custody, 24 Walnut.
Officers say Walton had 11 phones, a small amount of fentanyl, and nearly $2,500 in his car. He admitted to throwing the gun out of the window, but says he did not toss any drugs and that he just happened to be in the area of the arranged drug deal. His bond was set at $15,000 cash. Ben?
Bria Jones reporting live in the newsroom for us. Thanks.
Support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat. Jeez, they got Diddy with some new charges. Damn.
Welcome back to ABC News Live reports. Sean Diddy Combs is facing new sexual assault allegations. The LA Sheriff's Department says that it's investigating a report from an alleged victim in Florida. That alleged victim has identified himself as music producer Jonathan Hay in social media posts that have since been removed. A spokesperson for Combs has not responded to ABC News' request for comment. Combs is currently serving a federal prison sentence after he was convicted of transportation to engage in prostitution earlier this year. Let's bring in ABC News legal contributor and trial attorney Brian Buckmeyer for more on this. So, Brian, this accuser says he's already listed as John Doe in a civil case against Combs. So talk about how that could impact this investigation now that he's also has identified himself, too.
Yeah, so the only impact that I can see on this investigation will now be that law enforcement will know who to speak with. But he already reached out to law enforcement in Florida that's been working in conjunction with LA where the alleged crime has occurred. And so the impact of him making notice that he also has a civil case doesn't really affect one or the other. If anything, it affects the potential civil case, because with a typical civil case, you just have lawyers doing the investigation. Now you have the full force and power of the LAPD doing part of the investigation, and their criminal investigation could help create more information that he could go forward in a civil case.
So CJ Wallace, the son of rapper Notorious B.I.G., filed a countersuit against Hay. Hay claims that Wallace and Combs took part in an alleged assault in 2021. Wallace calls Hay's allegations a, quote, calculated smear campaign. Talk to us how that kind of factors into this case.
Yeah, so here you have a cross complaint from a civil matter where you have an original case where Hay is saying that not only Sean Combs, but CJ Wallace, the son of the Notorious B.I.G., was a part of these sexual allegations. In terms of them going back and forth, you'll see a cross complaint in the sense of filing for damages for either claim. You'll go through the typical process of sitting down for depositions, accounting for discovery that may come about. But because Sean Combs has been tried for a federal crime, is currently now in Fort Dix, New Jersey, serving a 15-month sentence. This civil lawsuit, along with many others, have been on pause. And so these counts.
So the dude say Biggie, son, and Diddy raped him. God damn. I didn't have that on my bingo card. This nigga say he got raped by Diddy and Biggie's son. That's bananas, yo. That is bananas. Yeah, I wonder what dude thinking, man. Because we grew up on Biggie, man. Wonder what he was thinking, man. While he was getting piped down by Diddy and Biggie's son forcefully. God damn, man. What the fuck? I wonder what song they was playing. They played Juicy. What they played Juicy while they was raping that dude while Biggie's son and Diddy was raping. That's crazy, man. You got a train ran on you by Diddy and Biggie's son. How does that happen? How do you find yourself in that spot where they think it's comfortable enough to play with you like that? Like, shit crazy, man. And listen, the reason I'm taking it as fact, no man gonna say he been raped. Very few men are gonna say they've been raped. Listen, a lot of, I don't know. What do y'all think? Let me ask y'all what y'all think. Do you think men would lie about getting raped by other men? Do y'all think men would, it's very likely that a man would lie about getting raped by two other men? That's such a far-fetched tale for me that I just can't see a nigga lying about that, man. Especially going all the way with it. The shame. Yeah. Like, what happened, man? Oh, man. Nothing. Go and take a seat, man. I don't feel like sitting down. What's going on, man? All right. Let me just come clean. The other night, I got raped by Biggie and Biggie's son and Diddy forcefully ran a train on him. Like, what the? Who the fuck just gonna say some shit like that? Who just gonna say some shit like that? Make up some shit like that? Now I hope Biggie's son didn't. I hope Biggie's son didn't do it, but I wouldn't even be surprised, man. I don't know that nigga. I do not know that nigga. I don't know Biggie's son from a can of fucking paint. And the way things been going, I don't know, man. Shit crazy, man. This nigga saying Diddy, he got raped by Diddy and Biggie's son. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. What the fit up? What God? What? Jesus Christ, man. Fuck. Man. Big Papa never softening. Big Papa never softening. Take you to the church. Rob the preacher for the offering. Know my nigga got it out of kidnap kids, fuck them in the ass, throw them over the bridge. That's how it is. Shit laid up. Fuck that beef shit. Shit is played out. I got the call. All I got is one call. All of y'all be gone by tomorrow. All you guns is borrow. I don't feel sorrow. Actually, the man passed the gat to me. What's beef? Beef is when you let your enemy. Beef is when you roll no less than 30 deep. Beef is when I see you. Guaranteed to be in ICU. One more time.
New at 5, some good.
That's old. That's old. Let's see what's going on in Memphis, man. We ain't did Memphis in a while, man. You know, the National Guard, the federal troops in Memphis. Wow, that's crazy. You can tell already. You can tell already the federal troops, they doing some big shit in Memphis. You can tell just by the stories.
Atoka police are asking for your help identifying two men accused of using counterfeit $100 bills. Investigators say on Sunday the pair bought about $1,400 in gift cards using the fake cash at the Dollar General on Highway 51. If you recognize these men seen in this surveillance image, you're asked to call the Atoka Police Investigative Unit at 901-837-5302 or Tipton County Central Dispatch at 901-475-4300.
That wouldn't even have made the news, man.
First at 5 on your news leader, we are learning more tonight about the man Memphis police say shot and killed a man in the Wolf Chase Galleria, sending them all into chaos and forcing it to go on lockdown. 22-year-old Yahir Mejia is facing a second-degree murder charge tonight. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Stephanie Skurlock.
And I'm Greg Hurst. Mejia claims that he was acting in self-defense, but investigators are saying tonight that video footage from inside the mall does not support that story. WRAG's Shay Arthur is live tonight after digging deeper into this case. And Shay, what have you uncovered?
Greg, Stephanie, really, this was such a scary afternoon yesterday. And this afternoon, I talked with the victim's brothers who told me he was such a kind person. They have no idea really why he was targeted. And also tonight, we were learning that Mejia has been arrested in the past. Terrifying moments after a shooting inside the Wolf Chase Galleria Monday afternoon. Frantic customers and employees rushing to take cover after hearing the gunfire. Tonight, we're learning the man who police say pulled the trigger is 22-year-old Yahir Mejia. Mejia claimed he was shopping with his girlfriend when they were approached by the victim, an acquaintance, who punched him in the face. That's when police say Mejia shot him 3 times before taking off, sending them all into a frenzy and starting a massive police chase to his home in Northeast Memphis, where next-door neighbor Pat Stein says he watched a wild scene unfold. So when the first car pulled up, were police chasing that first car?
Yeah, all of a sudden, from everywhere, they pulled up. I mean, there was state police, ICE, Homeland Security, everybody. And they caught him in the backyard.
Stein says the pursuit was in the air as well.
And when I stepped out in the yard, I looked up and the helicopter was up there.
Memphis Mayor Paul Young followed the developments of the shooting.
It's always scary when something happens in a public space. And so it's important that our teams respond quickly, get to the root of it. And that's what happened in that instance.
Numerous agencies from the Memphis Safe Task Force collaborated with MPD.
That's the goal with our integration with MPD, is to keep the task force focused on violent crime. The more we can use those resources to get the individuals that are doing bad things off the streets, the better our community will be, the safer our community will be.
No one answered at Mejia's home today, but we've uncovered he's been free on a $20,000 bond since November of 2024, when he was charged with vehicle theft, marijuana possession, and possession of a gun equipped with a Glock switch. He was also arrested for similar charges in 2023. In that case, prosecutors declined to pursue charges. Yeah, and Stephanie, Greg, he's here tonight in jail on a $500,000 bond, set to see a judge tomorrow. For your news leader, we're live downtown tonight. Shay Arthur, WREG, News Channel 3.
Wow.
Atoka police are asking for your help identifying.
Wow. Not as much violent crime in Memphis as we used to see, man.
These 4 men are facing federal charges after a brazen armed robbery that started at a Whitehaven jewelry store and ended with a chase into Mississippi. Police say 2 of the suspects, dressed as women wearing wigs and makeup, pulling guns inside Memphis Gold and Diamonds on Elvis Presley Boulevard. They reportedly forced staff to let 3 more men in and stole about $200,000 in jewelry, while a manager and her child were held at gunpoint. Officers arrested the 4 men after a chase to Horn Lake. A 5th suspect is still at large.
It was a gruesome crime and something very evil.
A teen girl in Pottawatomie County is in critical condition after law enforcement tell us that she was brutally attacked by an obsessed coworker.
Potawatomi County Sheriff's Office said that teen was stabbed more than a dozen times by her alleged stalker.
KOCO's Kylie Thomas has the 911 call for help.
Someone with a ski mask came up to my daughter on the porch. She was eating a burger, and what did he do? He started stabbing her. And he said he was so sorry. He said, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And he started stabbing her.
An 18-year-old girl in Potawatomi County was viciously stabbed 14 times outside her home Saturday by what law enforcement claims was an obsessed coworker. Deputies say the teen was about to go inside her home on Hillcrest Drive in Shawnee when a man in a ski mask began stabbing her. Authorities say the attacker hid and waited for her.
He was just obsessed with this female, and she had no interest whatsoever, and it just drove him to the brink of committing this crime, I guess. He went so far as to sending unsolicited like DoorDash orders, different gifts and things like that were not wanted.
Deputies say the teen and 24-year-old suspect worked together when the stalking began. Authorities credit the teen's older brother for intervening in the attack.
He saved his sister's life.
The brother was stabbed but sustained only minor injuries. The teen girl suffered wounds to her neck, wrist, face, and lungs. Deputies say through interviews and matching the suspect vehicle, they were able to identify the 24-year-old coworker. He was arrested in Nuwala, where law enforcement found evidence they say link him to the attack.
Anything like this, report it to us immediately, even though it may appear and not to be a big deal, and it's just somebody that may have a crush on you or whatever it is. Even if it's the smallest thing, call us so that we can take an information report so we have all this information documented.
In Potawatomi County, Kylie Thomas, KOCO.
Yeah, man, that's the first white crime we did tonight, man. Wow.
First tonight, a group of men seen running caught on surveillance cameras after a shooting in Fraser left one man dead, two others in critical condition. Hi, thanks for joining us. I'm Shay Arthur. WREG's Harrison Klopp brings us the latest from the violent night.
A scary Saturday night at Sonny's Exotic Smoke Shop in Fraser as multiple people can be seen running outside the store at 10:21 p.m. One man didn't make it far as others trampled over him as he was on the ground in the doorway for 9 minutes before MPD arrived on the scene. At next door's Magic Wireless, we met the store's owner, who would not speak with us on camera, but showed us inside his store where multiple bullets entered, one hitting the wall, another hit a glass case full of merchandise, and one more hitting his computer. He told us he spoke with the owner of Sonny's Exotics, who is currently in the hospital after getting shot in the back. He was told the altercation happened between two customers inside the shop, but he was unclear why they were fighting. This account matches what MPD tells your news leader. Of the 5 unidentified men that can be seen running from the store after the shooting, MPD is looking for the man in all black seen running here and the man in a blue shirt that tramples over the victim. And as one man is left dead and 2 others are in critical condition, Fraser resident Daronika shared her thoughts on the incident.
It don't surprise me. People are killing you when you go into the store or anything. So it don't surprise me at all.
Daronika added that although she has sensed the added presence of the Memphis Safe Task Force officers in her area, she feels crime where she lives hasn't gotten better.
The crime in Fraser, I think, is pretty much higher than any crime in Memphis. It's so bad where I don't even let my child go outside.
We also spoke with Dion Lee, the former chief of police in Forest City, Arkansas, who was visiting his in-laws in Fraser this weekend.
Crime's everywhere. And that's something we just got to live with and adjust our livelihood to it.
If you know anything about the incident, please call the Memphis Police Department. From Fraser, I'm Harrison Claffey, news leader, WREG, News Channel 3.
Yeah, man, it's getting about that time. I made it, man. Yeah, man, I'm gonna come back tomorrow. Yeah, I may do a daytime show tomorrow, man. Salute to all you guys that sponsored tonight's program. I really appreciate you guys, man. That's the type of support we need around these parts, man. That's the type of support we need around these parts, man. Salute to all you guys, man. I think I'm a, you know, I think I'm a go ahead and sign off right now, man, because I start a new streak of not falling asleep during the show, man. I really hate falling asleep during the show, man. But I got a couple hours of my CPAP today. I'm gonna go ahead and sleep with my CPAP tonight too, man. So we might do a show during the day tomorrow, man. Who knows, man? Salute to everybody out there, man. Much love, man. Same black time, same black channel, Black Columbo. Out of here.